Oh, hi. Hey, how's it going? I'm Justin Whomever. I live in Portland, Oregon, and I thought I would share a story that I just remembered. Um, so, this would be, gosh, just a couple years ago. Um, I opened a nightclub with a friend back in, oh my gosh, that would be like 92, I think. It was on 10th and Washington in downtown Portland, and we called it Velour 24. Velour like the fabric, like, cheap 70s velvet. But yes, Velour 24, and it was in this big warehouse space, sort of. It was almost like a store space, but it had a built-in DJ booth already. And that was above, looking over the whole downstairs area, which we painted purple, dark purple, and had all sorts of like gothic stuff everywhere. And we collected 5 sofas, I think, from the Goodwills, um, which were all like, vintage 70s fabulousness, because you could get all that stuff back then pretty cheap. And the place was just deluxe. There was a back bathroom, and we had a bar area that we gave away cocktails and people paid to just get in. The laws were the laws were not followed, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We skirted the issue several times, but we rented the space, and there were 2 upstairs rooms. One was a private lounge that we painted all funky and trippy, and you could take drugs in there and trip out, and it was really kind of awesome. The place was open for, oh goodness, probably 5 months. And then I learned there were some things that shouldn't be the way they are, and it just sort of closed down. And the person that I opened it with, my friend Lestat, who was this big, tall, black dude with a huge purple afro, we all dressed up back then, and yeah, he actually lived there for a while with a couple other friends. And the space was part of the community for a long time, actually. But those were some wild times. I remember some dude getting naked and dancing on the room I built by the exit door. And he got up on the roof of it and fell through, and he was naked. I've always wondered whatever happened to him. I don't remember who that was. But there were lots of parties there, and we had private parties, and we opened for clubbing. And yeah, it was kind of the space for a minute. It was a block off Stark Street in downtown, and at that time, downtown was Vaseline Alley. It was, you could slide on down Vaseline Alley. All the gay bars, except for Embers and Hobos and Darcells, were up on Stark Street. I think there were 8 of them. Yeah, and that's what you did. You'd start at one bar and just slowly work your way up the street until you ended up at the Eagle. But yeah, those days were some wild, crazy days of dressing up and partying, and it was just a different time. It's amazing. You had to go out to find friends, and you had to go out to see people because you couldn't see them online like we're doing right now. But yeah, so I just wanted to tell that story. I'm not sure if I'm missing any details, but one of these days I'm going to start writing all this stuff down before I tell it so I can remember more. But yeah, I wanted to share that. Have a good day.